This computer's so trash, man. Here we go. Now, this is Ecuador. This is Ecuador right here. This is the area where they found the lady and her people say they were from the tribe of Reuben. What the hell? Right here. Right there, let me pull that back up. There we go. Right there by Colombia and Peru. Ecuador. Tribe of Reuben. Fire. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now let's go see what else she said. Watch this. Watch what else she say now. They documented this. This is documented. Tribe of Reuben. Right here. Now, watch this. The tribe of Reuben, the tribe of Joseph, lived on the island nearby. The tribe of Joseph lives on the island nearby. What island do you think they're talking about? What island do you think they're talking about? Because ain't no islands in that area but one set. So if Ecuador, the people, tribe of Reuben, Joseph lives in an island nearby. They're talking about the Caribbean islands. The tribe of Joseph live on islands nearby. Roll the corn. The Caribbean. That's what they talking about. Jamaica, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. They talking about the original people there are the tribe of Joseph. What language was they speaking? What language was they speaking if them people on the island of the tribe of Joseph? Come on, man. This before all this other shit went on. This before all this colonization went on. This before all of they were speaking Proto-Canaanite Hebrew languages, just like the rest of America. So don't let nobody tell you that they were speaking all these other languages. It wasn't no Creole. Come on, man. Why Creole ain't in the Bible? It wasn't. These are the original people of the land. That other stuff came later, people. Ain't no Cajun in the Bible. Cajun, baby, bring me a soda water. Soda water, baby. No, bro. Hell no. At one point in time, your people were speaking straight ancient agriculture, astrology languages. Right? Make perfect sense. Same language they were speaking in the Southeast, they were speaking it down there too. You get it? The tribe of Job. Now, what I just show y'all? I showed you Reuben, Joseph, tribe of Joseph. Roll the coin. Joseph, onyx. Onyx, Hebrew word, the stone of Joseph is onyx. Onyx, people. Roll the coin. Onyx. Onyx is found in Central and South America in huge deposits located in Brazil, Argentina, Peru, and Uruguay. The stone of onyx that goes with the tribe of Joseph, is right there. Now, let's keep using common sense. Let's keep using common sense. Let's go look. Let's go look around. Cause see, once you figure out what's going on, you put this shit with the people, with the land. I told you I gotta put it with the people with the land, or I ain't vouching for it. Or I ain't gonna take that shit to one of the other. I ain't wanna hear that shit. You got to shoulder me down to the bone. Show me down to the bone, big dog. Don't just tell me. Show me. And show me before colonizers got here. I don't want to hear nothing after no colonizers got here. History fucked up. History is messed up. Hold on. Now, the tribe of Joseph had onyx and sometimes beryl. B-E-R-Y-L. 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 Now, I had some artifacts from down that way with beryl right in it. I got to go back and find them. So you got to put the stones with the people. All they got to go together. Now, what's interesting about this is Joseph tribe is really spread out to more tribes. So by them saying Joseph tribe, it could be any one of the other tribes, right? That's a big one. So you got to narrow it down. But they said the people that's on the islands are from the tribe of Joseph. But we are the Reuben tribe. So it could be any one of the other tribes. And I'm going to keep searching these books and find it, right? But I want to show y'all that. I had to show y'all that. Now you see it's the chart, is the sapphire. Onyx, found down there in Brazil and all of that. So all of this stuff all this stuff go together. Now this is another one. This is written in Spanish, I think, another language. But it's talking about Montesinos pulling up on the Indians down there in the South America, Central America region, right? This is when they told him there was the tribe of Reuben. This stuff really happened. They come from this book, Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. And here go another part of it. Montesinos had come across the alleged remnants of Reubenites. You see it? Reubenites. Quite by accident and apparently without any inkling that they might still be around, right? Reubenites. You see it? The tribe of Reuben. That's fire. It is fire. The tribe of Reuben, Reubenites. So I want y'all to screenshot that. Screenshot that. Reubenites. Scorched by the sun. See that? Now, let me check something out. Let me check something out. Let me see something. Cause that's crazy. That's wild right there. Indigenous people in the mountains of Ecuador, near Quito. He claimed these individuals recited the Shema and practiced certain Hebrew rituals. He was guilted by an Indian chief named Francisco. Now, they're talking about it, but they're not gonna say on the internet exactly what it is because it's too much, right? they changed the name, the tribe name, a whole nother name at this point. Recited the Shema, tribe of Reuben. Montezuma has related his story to Manasseh ben Israel. See, it's the same thing right here. They're talking about the same thing. See, look. They spoke Hebrew. They could not read or write it. They spoke Hebrew. They could not read or write it. And what they say? And what they say? Tribe of Reuben. I'm gonna do some more research on that. I ain't through with that. I just want to show y'all that. But I want y'all to go study that bracelet. That matches up with the Phoenicians also. Right here. Coming from the Bat Creek Mound. Research the Bat Creek Mound and these bracelets that match the same metal the Phoenicians had. Research that. Now I want to take some questions, y'all. And I'm taking a trip up here to Memphis to see this spot right here. Me and Duke Deuce. Um, this is in a Memphis cemetery, right? This place right here. This got a lot to do with our history too. I showed y'all about this spot in Memphis. We got to get up there and check that out. Now, they say this place is where Abraham went. The bloodline of the Abraham ancestor went to this place. That's what my research looking like, right? And I'm gonna go check this out. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there. They say this is the fake Abraham oak, but they got the thing down there, and they got something I wanted to show y'all that they come out of there also. They got a little. You can walk in there, and they got like a little melanated. See that melanated man right there? This stuff interesting, y'all. It's a lot of stuff that's in the southeast that it's in parks and cemeteries and stuff like that. But this stuff it goes along with a whole teaching of ancient culture and just mixing in with everyday life. Anybody have any questions? Chief Michael, got a question, comment? Yo. Take a couple questions from the people. What y'all got, man? Indigenous Naga. Question, comment? Yo. Y'all just hop in there. Just Coco. Question or comment? Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I don't have a question. I just have a comment. I just want to say thank you for being brave enough to like give us this knowledge because a lot of us been knowing this in our spirit, and I've always felt like I was the oddball in my family, and I was literally having this debate with my sister, and my sister's a very educated woman and she still can't grasp the concept around it, and it's disheartening to me. Like I actually started crying to her when I was trying to break it down to her to understand, and she could not grasp the concept of what you are teaching, what I'm trying to teach her, just like the new knowledge. So I really want to thank you for being brave enough to put this information out to us, because a lot of us knew this, but to have the confirmation is amazing. And when I get on your lives, I feel like I'm talking to like one of my other brothers or something like that. How you just come to us, you're so down to earth and humble and everything like that, which a lot of people aren't like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to commend you and say like keep doing what you're doing, and we got to protect you because when you're this tapped in, you got to be. We just got to make sure we protect you because we know, they watch it and everything like that. So thank you for being brave enough to give this knowledge out to us.
So much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Y'all follow Just Coco. Follow Just Coco. Thank you so much. Y'all hop in the thing. Y'all got a question, but you can't force it on people. Don't try to force it on people. All you do is present your receipts and let them look at it and just keep presenting them and keep presenting them and keep presenting them. Right? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Put a 2 in the chat if you hear me. Put a 2 in the chat if you hear me. Put a 2 in the chat if you hear me. Y'all hear me? Okay. Tantrum artwork, I got you coming. You on the way, I got you coming. I saw your name, I got you coming. You just got to keep presenting to the people. Keep presenting, and it'll come one day. It's only so long that you're not going to be able to look into that and find that out. Okay, Ronnie Johnson, question or comment? XL, what's up, bro? I'm going to go down the list. Rudy Ray 60, question or comment?
I'm on fault, truth, man. Take me down. I don't need to get up on there.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Rudy Ray, what's up, bro?
What's up with you, man?
Man, nothing much. How you doing?
I'm all right, brother. Man, you do your stuff on this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You make it simple. Stuff is easy. These hunter gatherers have made it hard. But it's simple. When you look at the corn, the animals, and things like that, and they all point back to the Americas. Come on, man.
Come on, man. It's common sense at that point.
Yeah, it's common sense, man. Now, everything else, but it's like this, once they put a lie on a lie, you know what I'm saying? Once they lie, they have to try to cover it up with another lie. This is why when you're on there investigating stuff, they change the stuff right in front of our faces.
Exactly. I hate that.
In real time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. But yeah, you do your stuff, man. And the way you teach it, I like the way you teach it, man. Because when I hear you teach it like this, right, I can hear the realness in it. You know what I'm saying? Versus a Billy Carson. You know what I'm saying? I can hear the realness in it. And that's what I gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? The realness, man. I like the way you cuss and all that.
Yeah, sometimes I can't stop it, man. It come on right on out.
Yeah, you can't stop it. You got to let it out, man.
Gotta let it out.
They make you cuss, man. They make you cuss, man.
They make you cuss.
But yeah, you keep doing your stuff, brother.
Thank you so much, Rudy. Appreciate you, brother.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I'll follow Rudy Ray. Follow Rudy Ray. See, he said something very important. Like when you listening to information, I try to make it to the point to where we can all understand it. And I don't try to go too far deep into it, because sometimes that fogs the brain up and we go in the wrong direction from learning. I just want to take you straight to the point and then give you the where to go look at. Then it's easier for people to grasp it that way. But like he said, if you listen to Billy Carson, and he throwing out these subliminals all across you throwing stuff to the aliens, you throwing stuff to the, you're throwing stuff away over here. You're talking about this and that and the Numa Elish, and you're talking about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. See, you are making it seem like an entity made those things. The Numa Elish was written by people. Them Thoth tablets were made by people, bro. Enuma Elish. That is not extraterrestrial paperwork, bro. I can look it up and show it to you right now, bro. It's not. So when you talk about this stuff and you want to make yourself sound like you way smarter than what you are, right? It's what you do. And people get confused by all of that, right? People get confused by that. Now, Enuma Elish, agriculture, the divine justification for human existence, created to relieve gods of their labor of irrigation, planting and maintaining canals. Now, Murdoch victory over Tiamat. He used her body to form the earth, river, and agriculture stables. Tiamat is the primordial waters, people. See, if you let somebody sit here and tell you that's alien shit and give you all these stupid ass words, big words, they'll confuse you and make you think it's some alien. Tiamat uses the body of Tiamat to form earth, rivers, and so Tiamat is the primordial waters receding off of the land. That's what Tiamat is. That's all Tiamat is. Just like Noon. Same stuff. Now, created to relieve gods of labor of irrigation. Now, when they speak of gods, they speak of stars. Gods are stars. Don't never forget that. Either they're talking about the people who brought the knowledge, or they are talking about stars. One of the two, but that don't make it alien. Right? Labor of irrigation. Somebody with agriculture knowledge taught somebody else, and it relieved them of the labor of irrigation and let the new people learn how to do irrigation. That's what I get out of it. I don't get no alien stuff out of it. Right? Now it says humans are created to make canals, ditches, and harvesting crops. That's a fact. That's true. in a sense, because the earth created the people to take care of the earth, not aliens. Yes, you irrigate. Yes, you plant crops, right? But that's not alien teaching. That is teaching of a people trying to learn how to feed themselves. That's all it is. Self-sufficiency. They took all of that and turned it into alien knowledge. So Enuma Elish has agriculture principles in the teaching. Irrigation, crops, harvesting, digging ditches. What kind of advanced alien you talking about digging all these ditches, canals, and harvesting crops? Come on, man. Roll the corn. You so advanced, but you ain't got no food. You got to come down here and harvest corn. Get your ass out of here. That don't even make no sense. So stop teaching that. I hate people who teach that. I hate people who teach that. Divine order. Agriculture represents the imposition of order over chaos. Agriculture represents the imposition of order over chaos. The fertility of land is directly linked to honoring Marduk's victory and maintaining the established divine hierarchy. Why is agriculture the order over chaos of fertility of the land? That what makes Marduk divine. Just like I taught you. Just like I taught you. Marduk. So that's just agriculture now. It ain't got nothing to do with all that old Nibiru extracurricular shit. B-Dub, you got a question or a comment?
Yo.
Yo.
Hey, what's going on, family? I got a comment and a question for you.
Okay.
First of all, I just want to say I appreciate what you do, man. I kind of been researching this stuff for years on my own too. Came to a plateau where I couldn't really figure out the next step in my research, and you helped me with that. You actually helped me track down like the history of like my great grandfather and my great grandfather, and I definitely want to appreciate you for that, man.
Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that.
And my question for you is, when do you? I heard you touch on, we didn't do any deity worshiping. When do you think it transitioned into them having like deities, like I guess like the corn god and stuff like that? When do you think that transition happened?
See, this the thing. We had things like that associated with stars and associated with agriculture, and we had things that you could say was a deity. But the difference is we are just using that teaching to teach that to the next generation. Now, when it goes along to other people, they use it as an actual god. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So let's just say, we're talking about Cygnus, the swan, the star constellation. We use that to teach when you see this swan or Cygnus, this is what you do in nature, right? Now, when other people get it, the Cygnus become like they God, like they put the Cygnus on top of and they praise it and all of that.
Okay.
Things we use to relate to things in the sky, because we use animals to relate to stars. Then you tell stories about the animal and you put it together. So let's say we had a story like the fox eating the goose. It's a story about that. It's an astrology story. You got a story about the hunter chasing the bear. It's like Orion the hunter following like the bear of Ursa Major, right? You make stories that go along with the animals and you teach it to your people. You're really teaching them star stories, right?
Okay.
In a way where it got something that's on the ground you can see every day. But people took these stories and made them whole entire religions on their own once we started mixing with people and other people started learning our stories.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That makes
I have
sense.
to show you some receipts put together to kind of show you what I'm talking about. But I can see you some stuff though. I got
Okay,
you.
that's all I have for you, brother, man. I
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
so
that.
much, bro. Right, y'all follow B Dubs, follow B Dubs, follow B Dubs. Like another thing, right? The Popol Vuh is written with animals. The Popol Vuh has the bulls of heaven, right? In I mean I'm tripping. The Popol Vuh has it too, but the Sumerian story. What's the name of it? The Epic of Gilgamesh talks about the bulls of heaven, like Enki and Gilgamesh take on the bulls of heaven. The bulls of heaven is Taurus going into the light side. It's a story, right? Talking about a zodiac going from the dark to the light. So we use the animals to teach the story. Now, when people don't know the whole astrology of it, they think a real bull going to heaven, right? Now you sacrifice a bull, send him to heaven. But we ain't talking about that. We talking about Taurus in the sky going into the light. We're not talking about a real physical bull. We talking about an astro bull, astrology bull. But if your knowledge dumbed down, you think we talking about a real bull. And that's what really happened, bro. So we was talking about bulls of Taurus for the spring, right? Hunter-gatherers get that information and start killing bulls during the spring. You see the difference now? What that map is? Let me show you what I'm talking about, bro. Now, here go Taurus in the sky during the spring. We're doing equinoxes and solstices, right? This ain't a good example because it ain't lined up right, but Taurus is in the sky during the spring. Well, for sure, I mean, Taurus hops out during the spring, and then the summer solstice, Taurus aligns with the Pleiades, Hyades. This is the loop right here, Hyades, Taurus, and the Pleiades. It's the loop of the Ankh right there in the summer solstice. Now, Taurus appears during the spring, first appearance during the spring. He pops out. We was trying to use that to teach people the star alignment for spring. But they were so stupid, right? They was killing real bulls. They still do this shit today. Bro, Ashkenazi Jews still do this stuff today. Now, this is why our people think it's evil. This is why people think it's evil, bro. Ashkenazi Jews took the jewels of gods. I told y'all Sagala is the jewel of God. The Ashkenazi Jews are trying to be the original Jews. They're Canaanites. The Canaanites talked about Taurus in the spring all the time. Now they are doing rituals acting like they are Canaanites, but they doing blood rituals. See what I'm saying? They're using real cows, they're using babies. For entertainment purposes on TikTok, YouTube, they using babies and cows for real. Bro, listen, them people are doing evil things, and they use sexual things, sexual blackmail. That's why they throw all the parties. See, only a dummy would go in a party and just hop on all these women. They got you on tape, nigga, it's over. It's blackmail. It is a way of life that they live by, right? They use Canaanite, they use Baal. That's why you think Baal evil today, because of them. They use Modoc, the bull, baby killer, in the spring. Them the people created that. Not your people. Your Baal was a master builder, a master architect, a master shipbuilder, a master agriculture. They Baal is finna kill something during the spring and the summer solstice. That's where they got that from. That's why Epstein is an Ashkenazi Jew, people. You ain't got to show me what he done. I already read about it. I learned about y'all 10 years ago. They are the traffickers. They the traffickers. They are the sacrificers of bulls and other things. Now, I'm going to say this just because I want y'all to hear this, but I'm going to say this. These people will make one of their family members have a child and don't let nobody know, and they do their thing. Y'all know what I mean. People really do that, bro. This stuff real. And they do that for power. They think it's powerful. They think it's appeasing to their Jewish God. That's where all of the sacrifice and the Freemasons and all of these secret societies, they come from that bloodline of people. Now, what you must understand is they are doing this on top of ancient cultures, monuments for power. On the mound, at the old buildings we built, at the pyramids, or they'll find some type of artifact we got, put the artifact in the presence of the thing and do it. Old tables, old stones we had in the mountains, they find it, do it out there, right? That big old owl out there in that big old owl out there they go to every year. What's the name of it? Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove is an ancient melanated people site. It's not their site. They bought that land. That land was mound builders' land. They go right out there and do their sacrifices right there by the big owl. That ancient owl people built. That owl is for wisdom. Now you take it and turn it into evil. So they are using our ancient archaeological sites and doing sacrifices on equinoxes and solstices. I guarantee y'all, when them people meet out there, watch this. I guarantee you when they meet out there, it's a solstice or equinox. When do the people meet at Bohemian Grove? Let's go look. Roll the coin. Sonoma County, California. Watch this. Watch this. Now they want you to think Nimrod and all that stuff is evil, but it's not. It's not. They just turned it evil. Watch this. Every summer solstice or midsummer, they hold a 2-week festival. The festival and drunken debauchery is begun. Every summer solstice. It's a ritual. That's why it's held during the summer solstice. It's a ritual. That's what they do. Ziena, question or comment? That's what they do. I'm gonna tell y'all something that let me know how real that was. Let you know how real that was. There's a monument at Bicentennial State Park in Tennessee. In the middle of the monument, they got hands holding a child in the middle of the monument. And I was out there one time, and I'm like, I was there. I've been there before. I'm like, why is this here? Why y'all got some hands coming from the ground holding up a child to the sunlight? And it hit me like, bro, that's what this is, bro. This that stuff they be doing. Let me see if I find a picture of that. Y'all think I'm bullshit. Y'all be like, true be bullshit, talking shit. I'm telling y'all, bro. I think that's Bicentennial. Centennial State Park. I'm going to put baby monument. See if they'll give me a picture of it. These people, something wrong with these people, bro. Bicentennial State Park. No, it ain't. Tennessee. Let me see. See, can I find this, bro? It's out there. I don't know the name of it, though. I'm going to put hands holding baby. Hold on. Now, anybody living in that area that saw this before? Bicentennial State Park. Unless they changed it. Let me see. I can't find it. But it was one of them state parks I was at, and they had the baby like this coming out the ground. And I was like, that's so weird. Like, why is it there? That shouldn't even be there. It's like a military park or something. It's some type of park. I might be confused about the name of the park, but it was a military park somewhere. I thought it was Bicentennial in Tennessee. I'm gonna find it though. I'll find it today and show it to y'all tomorrow. But it's a weird, eerie monument. Like, why is it there? It shouldn't even be there. It's crazy. It got to be some type of representation of some type of sacrifice. Let me see. Jackson Harlem, got a question or a comment? Try to get some new people in there. Yo.
True, grand rising to you, brother.
All right, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Doing well. You are one of the few brothers teaching wisdom that ain't been stepped on. I know you know that. You're not mixing it. Now, you know a lot of people who follow you. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. You make us proud, brother.
Me too, bro.
You make us proud. I want to drop my last names on you. Kelly, Jackson, Carter, Weathersby Jones, William Norris, Easterling, and McLaurin. You make us proud, brother. We can watch you on the TV. So I just got to salute you
I
again.
know McLaurin's, Jackson's, a lot of people. That's amazing, bro. From Mississippi.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. I know you mentioned the property you want in Georgia. If you need land in Mississippi, let us know. We're doing some of that work too, because a lot of our folks are retired, so they're looking to grow food because a generation of us didn't. I've started to grow food and build gardens. I'm still learning, but I'm moving back to southern Mississippi, not necessarily Jackson, but where we own the land. Jones County, stuff like that. So definitely let us be a part. We have a lot to learn in that process, but we're proud of you and we're really grateful to you.
Thank you so much, bro. I really, really, really appreciate that, bro. And let me follow you back right now. And yes, I'm gonna holler at you about that land because we sure can get some stuff together. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm gonna drop down and listen too. So do you put all of these on your YouTube?
Yep, all of these go on my YouTube. Yep, every day I put it on there. So if you miss it, you can check it out on the YouTube. Yep.
Okay, I'm following you there. Shout out to you. You make us so proud. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jackson Hall. And I'm gonna hit you with a DM about that land. We're gonna put something together about that too, because that's what we need. We need different areas in different states with where our people can come and fellowship with each other and in peace, with farms around, lakes, rivers, scenery, for kids to play in peace, and that's one of my big goals. I really appreciate that, and I'm gonna holler at you about that too. That's what we need. That's amazing. And a couple of names you said, I know exactly. I know a lot of people with those last names. Jackson, McLaurin, a lot of people. Yo, Ezra, what up, bro?
What up, bro? Y'all be watching your videos, and I ain't gonna lie, you be dropping a lot of knowledge on here, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
But I got a question, cause
Okay.
I'm from Georgia, and I know a little bit about my mom's side. They tell me I got a great grandma that was Cherokee, and I did some research on the town from where my dad's side was from, and I found out that a lot of the Muskogee Creek tribes originated and were around in that area. And I was finna ask you, like, what do you know about the Creek tribes and whatnot?
Muskogee Creek tribes, they still come from, they still are descendants from the mound building culture.
Okay.
So see these tribes that we speak of come from the mound builders.
Yeah.
They just split up in ancient time. They split up and went different ways. So we got like Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, like Yamasee, Muskogee, all these different tribes just split up. Tribes went west, east, up the Mississippi River, but the Creek are one of the tribes from that mound builder bloodline, and the ancient Creeks were speaking Hebrew. I got books talking about the Creek was talking about they're from the land of Canaan, which is the Hebrew word for Canaan. So that's who our people really are. Like we were the ancient people who done all the farming. We created that language for this land. And so now what you do is you try to go back far as you can back into your history, and you go to those small counties or those areas where your people farmed there, because 9 times out of 10, your people had farms. When you go back into your history, and you try to go to the county and pull up all the records on those people, you start right there. If they got records of like your people back in the late 1800s, stuff like that, you could break a lot of codes with that information. But ancient Hebrew people are the ancestors of because it started with mounds, then we started building stone structures and ships, then we became the American Indian over time.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing we done in the past was hidden, which was the biblical people they talking about.
Yeah, I was just finna say that because, you know, I believe in God and I believe in Jesus and I study a lot of the Bible, but it never made sense to me how they could talk about the Middle East and Africa and the land of the Americas was never brought up. And then when I started reading on my own and doing research on my own, I started finding out that like a lot of animals, plants, stones, like a lot of that stuff, it originated from the Americas. So I'm like, why ain't nobody talking about this? And then I started doing more and more research, started running into people. Then I came across your page and it's like everything just started aligning. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to see now. And then you start breaking down them tribes and stuff, naming the stones and everything. And that really put a broader perspective on the Bible and the tribes that it's talking about for me. You see what I'm saying? So I appreciate you dropping that knowledge, bro.
And I want to give you this before you go, man. Start researching a lot of astrology. Start researching Sirius, Venus, Orion, Pleiades star system, Taurus. And a lot of that astrology is what became different names in the Bible.
Yeah.
Right? And stars became gods at a certain point in history.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who created the star alignment are the people who created the story. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once you figure that part out with the Bible, then it's going to be way more clearer. Yeah. Good question. Good question, brother. Appreciate you, man.
So that's all I had.
No doubt. Y'all follow Ezra. Follow Ezra. Follow Ezra. Follow Ezra. That's a great question. Because we gotta, you know, we're not here to force nothing on nobody. That's the thing. Everybody gonna come into their light and they're at their time when it's time to come into their light. So I don't like when people try to force things on people, because something you say in a live in 3 or 4 seconds cannot over trump what somebody been taught their whole life. Not that fast, right? So don't try to, you can't do that. You can't do it like that. What you must do is give people bits and pieces at a time and let them, adjust to it. And they come into their light at the time when it's time to come into their light. Like Duke Deuce, the rapper. He just came into his light. He just came into, it took him time, but he came into it. And it made him more powerful. Because this the thing. Only an idiot will tell you that book ain't got nothing to do with us. Only an idiot will tell you that Bible ain't got nothing to do with us, bro. It do. It got a lot to do with us. The words, the way the people were living, it's wisdom in that book. Don't get that book messed up. That book got wisdom in it. Don't ever think that book ain't, no, that book got more wisdom than probably any other book ever written. Because it's really written by your people. But the key points are changed. A lot of key points changed. A lot of stars became men in the book. The sun became a man. The Sirius became a man. Venus became a man. They are writing it from their perspective of what they think it is, right? If they hear Halil, they thinking hell. You see what I'm saying? Halil is Hebrew. So you can only put a story out for what you understand. If you don't know the whole story, you can't put the whole story out a certain way. So what they did was, we can't understand all of it. We just gonna put what we put our people in the book in a powerful way. So we just gonna switch the power structure of the book. They're not smart enough to write that book, people. Believe you me, 2,000 years ago, them hunter-gatherers was not smart enough to write that book. They were just smart enough to switch it out. It's plagiarized. It's plagiarized. All that agriculture knowledge in the book. That book full of agriculture knowledge, people. This is what it's based on. They turned the agriculture into real situation with real people. It's doctored, it's switched around, it's still powerful now. Don't get it. See, I hate when them old bright-skinned and Moorish niggas get to talking about the book ain't no truth in the book at all. We go get the Torah, go get the Quran. No, bro. It is. Y'all stop it. Y'all ain't never read nothing that deep in y'all life, bro. But you gotta be able to decipher what they saying, right? Just like I told my boy in the thing, they took stars and animals and stuff like that and switched it around, right? You tell people they are the child of God, but really they're the child of nature. It's a switcheroo. If I could put a God in nature's spot, I can monetize them. Think about it. If I can put a God where nature's supposed to be in the book, I can monetize. I can run the world with that. Think about it. Just think about it now. If I can switch out nature with Jesus, I can run the world. I could put all these churches. I can. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be funny. My boy just got down. I'm just saying something that what happened in history. It wasn't a covenant with God, it was a covenant with nature. And over time, it became a God's covenant. And everybody started praising God, and they forgot about nature. That's when they got us. They got us now. That's the most powerful thing they did in their Bible. That is the most powerful thing they did in the Bible. Gave it a name, a person to go in effect with the real teacher. Now you can do what you want to do with it. You can put your people's face on them. You can teach to bow down to him. You can teach that we are superior to you because this is the God that this book talking about. The most powerful book ever. Talking about this right here. That's when they pull the switcheroo. Ducked off 89. Question or comment? Because that Moses story, that story from here. That Noah story, that story from here. I'm telling you. Them tribe names, them names from here. Them real names. Them ain't no, they ain't make them names up. That purple and blue indigo all in the Bible, that stuff from here. All the fruits, all the trees, all that stuff from here. You just switch out, you just do that switcheroo I just showed you, and there you go. You got it. You can empower, go over anybody here with that. Cinnamon 214, question or comment? Shauna, question or comment?
Hey, true.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, man. I'm in love with what you doing. You telling us some truth, boy. I love it. Oh my
Thank you,
God, I
thank
watch it every day, and I'm supposed to be working. But I want to ask you, like, since you got into the customs of the Askenazzi and stuff,
you.
like they wear fringe on their clothes, but that's what led me to believe that the natives here were the not the natives, but the indigenous people here were the true people because they always wore fringe on their clothes. What's the fringe got to do with it?
You talking about
Askenazis, they wear it. They call it a zit. And now the Hebrews here, there's a few black Hebrew groups here, and they all wear zits on their clothes. But I told them fringes went across their clothes, not just in the, like the Askenazi wear it.
Okay. You talking about the zit.
Yeah.
The ritual friend. I see what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
You talking about the Ashkenazi while they wear it, or was it already being worn before?
Why would we wear it? I don't care what they do. I know they done copied everything, but we had a purpose for everything we did. We're the creators of everything that go on. So I want to know why did we wear it?
Now, what I heard about that was it had a religion. It had a purpose to it, right?
Yeah. In the Bible, it's
Yeah, go ahead.
In the Bible, it leads you back to Jesus, but like you're saying, it leads you to being the sun and the moon and all that, and how they stole it. But the purpose, I can't remember the purpose right now. But something about them stones you're talking about.
Right.
Them stones you're talking about. In the Bible, the high priest wore all them 12 stones on a breastplate.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So where's the American? Because my family from Georgia. We up in the cold now. We moved to Massachusetts. Now I'm in the Midwest, but
now that zit, they say is used a part of the devotion to God. It shows their devotion to God. Now, we was making cloths like this long time ago. Wearing them also. So they got this from somewhere. The Gentiles just took whatever they saw the real people do, and they done it. But it's some type of devotion. Got to be some type of devotion to nature, and they used it and done some type of prayer with it, or and then they started using it for a devotion to their God. It's like a tassel. Like you graduate, like it's
you just filled my heart with joy, because when I was telling people, they were saying I was crazy. Cause when I came out of church, I said we the native, we the indigenous people. I told them I'm the American Indian, and they didn't like that, but whatever.
But it say it was
and I went from Christianity and I went to studying with the Hebrews. Then I even was starting to listen to Billy Carson, but that was too far-fetched for me. I couldn't grasp it, so I let that go. Yeah. But when I found you on TikTok, I'm happy with listening to what you're talking about.
Yeah, they all our information was mixed all together, so it made it hard to decipher. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They tried to make it look like he come from over here. Then they're switching the names and the locations and the real meaning of the word, so it made it hard. We knew we was connected to it, but it made it hard for us to understand. So
I'm outside. I'm sorry about the noise.
You good? So I just try my best to break it down and make it simple and show the origin of it, then you can kind of understand it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You look like my cousin. He was crazy as hell, but you talk good though. But I'm loving what you're doing, and I want to keep. I hope you keep it up, and I hope we do protect you and all of what you're doing. I pray that you be blessed, multiplied.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get you the right answer to that shawl too. Thank you so much.
I got a prayer shawl too, because when me and my kids and my husband, we went and took a picture, I told him I take my prayer shawl. I said, because there's some purpose to this. And I have a nice shawl. It ain't no regular zit thing, but it's a nice shawl.
I got you.
And
y'all follow Sean.
My husband, he was holding the staff, and I had my prayer shawl. Protect our kids.
Yeah. Gotcha.
We got to get back to our origin.
Exactly.
I look forward to it. I thank you for opening our eyes.
Thank you so much.
Have a blessed day. All right.
You too. Y'all follow me, Shauna. Follow me, Shauna. That shawl was now from what I read in old books with the shawl, they used to use them to put out there in the fields and meditate with the crops, right? For a good harvest. So you use your shawl as you go out there in the field. And over time, I see, like you say, I see Ashkenazi Jews using it. I see Arabs using it. And it comes from an ancient culture that used it out there meditating for a good harvest. That's the first time I ever seen something about a zit or a shawl. That's a good question. Good question. Let me take a couple more people. Rishmo. Question or comment? Hold on, let me see. D-Hawk, question or comment? Probably just got in there. Let me see.
Hey, Drew.
Yo, what's up, brother?
Appreciate everything you're doing, man. Appreciate it. I've got a question. Are you familiar with that 90-foot stone when it comes to that TV show, the Oak Island Mystery, the Curse of Oak Island? Have you ever seen the stone they found at 90 foot or ledge that started this whole treasure hunt?
It's on Oak Island, right? The Curse of Oak Island. Know what you're talking about?
Yeah, the 90-foot stone. They found it at 90 feet. It looks like our writings on that stone. And see, I've been following it for about 13 years. When I first started, African American, but I always had this feeling that what they wasn't looking for what they were saying. But now, for about the last 3.5 years, I done learned so much from people like you, Casey Making and stuff. I doing my own research that feeling was they not looking for no Knights Templar and all of this stuff. That they keep claiming that that's in this hole. Because it's stones that they have found on the land that they are trying to put it on the, I guess they said the Knights Templar cross, but to me, it looked like Cygnus or something like that. And then about a month ago, you was teaching about how how they talk about the lands came out the waters in Nova Scotia, and it was somewhere else in the southern hemisphere. When you said that, I said, hold on. I said, I was watching. I said, they talking about they found stone pyramids. They took that, and then truth keeps. And I said, putting the two and two together. I said, I gotta let him know. I like for him to at least look at it. But truth, if you can figure anything out, do not let these hunter-gatherers know, because I truly believe in my heart that these people looking for one of the last, like mound findings, because they talk about it being, the Ark of the Covenant this and Ark of the Covenant that, and they make it look like the treasure is coming from over Europe this way. But we all know hunter gatherers ain't never bought nothing from that way this way. They'll take us. They are not givers. So in saying that, I wanted to just throw that out there, because since I got new eyes, I seen a whole totally different aspect to what they out there doing in on that Oak Island. I think they looking for something of ours that was there, because they talk about the Phoenicians. When I found out, we them people, I said, man, that red, white, and blue. This about a year or so ago. You was teaching about the red, white, and blue, the different things that America say is theirs, but it's really our people's stuff. And so, just take a look into that, man. And if you find something, if you could teach us, but don't reveal to them people, because they claiming there's billions of dollars in this hole.
Now I watched that show a couple of times. That show is real interesting. They be digging down in the well, right?
Yep. They claim, they claim it's,
Now that language look like a newer, it's not super duper old, but it's not the old Paleo language. Look like a newer middle form of Hebrew.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that makes it even more important, because the artifacts and stuff probably was so much better, and whatever was in that area was all together. You know what I'm saying? It looked better. But they used a nice Templar to try to cover up mound artifacts. So the nice Templar overseas is a mound.
Right. Well, they were talking about Malta, and I said, Malta, that's by Creek, that's us. I said, I'm learning, that's us. And you talking about that's them. I'm thinking, hey, them, that's us.
Exactly. But that stone looks, And it's funny you bring this up, because I never looked at this stone again after I watched the show.
Truth, like I said, man, I've been watching it for a long time, and I started out with different eyes, but now when I watch it, every time I hear the Phoenicians, every time I see the certain colors, and certain symbolism, and then I know how, I know a little bit about history, so I know, which direction it should be going. And sometimes they reverse it. You were just talking about how they try to, reverse it, and then how they make everything, when it comes to our people, a curse. The show Curse of Oak Island. What's so cursed about if y'all gonna find trillions of dollars? I mean,
I'll show over there.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? So,
let me throw
this out there to you.
They've been over there for a long time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They've been over there since 1795 trying to search for stuff. That's crazy. I'm gonna do some research on that. I'll let you know, bro.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate your insight, man.
I'm looking at the y'all follow D Hawk. Follow D Hawk. Hawk, I'm looking at the map. It's crazy over there, bro. Now they got the Oak Island symbol with the Mississippian cross right in the middle of the old Oak Island. Now that's interesting. Now I say got a money pit, a flood tunnel system, a borehole, inscribed stone, cryptic stone discovered almost 90 down in the money pit, 1804. Well, this stone triangle used by the original architects of the mystery. Nolan's Cross, 6 large boulders forms a cross on Oak Island. That's the Mississippian cross. Got to be. The Triangle Swamp. Whoa, okay. I see what's going on. Hawk. Now, they got the Mississippian cross, right? They got the Triangle Swamp. What is the Triangle Swamp? They built the Triangle Swamp. What's that? Y'all don't know what that is. What's the Triangle Swamp? The lit, the Delta. that's exactly what that is. My computer about to die. Triangle Swamp, that's the lit, that's us. Yeah, they trying to find something. They trying to find old artifact holes somewhere. That's what they looking for, bro. They got stone triangles. Stone triangles used by original architects. Inscribed stone with some type of Hebrew on it. Yeah, and they built the swamp to be shaped like the lid, just like Egypt, just like the Mississippi River. There's fire. I never looked at it like that. And they got the Mississippian cross called Nolan's Cross. They put big stones to make a cross on the island. That's fire. I'm gonna do some more research on that though. I see what it is though. You're exactly right, bro. They're trying to find the Holy Grail for real. But I appreciate y'all, man. I got my two lives yesterday. D-Hawk, I'm gonna go and break that down, bro. I'm gonna go and do some more research on it, because now you got me on it. Now I'll be looking at it later on, trying to bust it up. I got you. But I got 2 lives dropping on YouTube today from yesterday. So y'all go check that out. Y'all go check that out. Appreciate the cash out, because we know the truth now. I'm just a couple dollars shy of getting the land in Georgia. I'm happy about that. That's coming soon. If y'all need any hoodies, hit me in my DM. Any hoodies, hit me in my DM. Subscribe to my YouTube. Y'all go follow me on Facebook too. Y'all go follow me on Facebook. It's Brian Anthony on Facebook. Brian Anthony. They got my logo in the background. We know the truth now logo in the background. Brian Anthony. Brian Anthony. Follow me on there, because I got some stuff I'm gonna do. There's some creators on there that want to ask a lot of questions. I'm gonna do some stuff on there too. I want y'all to see that. I want y'all to see that stuff on there too. But thank y'all so much, man. I really appreciate y'all. I just keep trying to decipher this stuff the best way we can and keep moving through it, and maybe we'll understand more of it. D-Hawk got me finna decipher the whole Oak Hill, because I see what I need to see at this point. I see the celestial, the earth cross. I see the triangle, fertile land. I see what I need to see. See, now we know what to look for, right? When you see these old places that these hunter-gatherers are trying to teach you about, and they steady jumping over won't tell you what it is, but when we see certain things and certain names, it always gonna go along with our teaching. We always gonna put a triangle at the end of the river, because that's the silty part of the river, which makes it the best part for agriculture. So we're gonna use triangles in that area. That's where the lit come from. So that's why the lit is on the Nile and the Mississippi. I see that up there at Oak Island. You can gonna see this, the Middle Hebrew, or you gonna see this, the early Hebrew with the cross, the Mississippian cross, right? Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about real quick. Now, Oak Island, right? Oak Island. See, you already see the Mississippian cross in stone right there. Right there. In stone. That's the first Hebrew. Now, this area is like a triangle. I bet it's irrigated, or some type of river is running from the water up through here. Right there. Now look right here. Six large boulders forming a cross on Oak Island right there. Now you can tell this is a land. Now look at this. How the hell did I do that? I touched the screen in the motherfucker. Now you can tell this is a land, people. This is a land right here. It might be a solstice or something jumping off right here. Let's go over a little bit. Now, as you can see, right? That's where they found the stone at right there. I gotta do a little more research on it, but I see what I need to see. I see what I need to see. Now, Oak Island is way up in the north. See how they got that on the Oak Island is in the northeast. Now, this might have been Micmac, right? Micmac, ancient Algonquin, northeastern Indians. They've done this, but it's the same teaching. See the triangle swamp? Triangle swamp holds the key to unlocking the island secret, the triangle swamp. That is the so-called delta, the lit, right there. Man-made on the island. You can see a triangle right there if you just look at it long enough. You see it. With the earth cross. Hebrew languages. Now, what is this part? The mystery began here in 75 with the discovery of the money pit. The famous oak trees, which some say are not native to this island. Oak trees are not even native. See, somebody is bringing these trees to these places where they don't grow. The famous oak trees, which some say are not native to the island. Roll the corn. But I'm gonna go through this and look a little more and see what they found over here. Love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. And go check out the new videos on YouTube. One is dropping at 12 o'clock and the other one at 6. I got 2 of them coming out. The 2 lives from yesterday coming out on YouTube today. Hop in my DM if y'all need any hoodies, man. Love y'all. I'm in love with you. Roll the corn.
Clean. They don't want to clean. They don't want to clean the home
after him. They don't want to clean up after him because
they don't want to come in and take off their shoes.
Ladies, I think that you guys are missing the point here, right? Because BLK men are the least
likely to be married.
Yes. So they're not even willing.
Yes.
No, statistically speaking, they're the least married.
They will be because we love them, and that's why we love ourselves. Because
so
we
when
love
he's talking about marriage and this and that,
You're gonna have to love some cats.
I want to also
You're gonna have
add
to love
they're
some
also
cats.
Dogs, fuck you.
Dogs, turtles.
Fuck you, bitch.
I
love my
cat.
cat.
On
the
earth
longer
than
humans.
Why in the hell do you think that a cat can?
I want to also add we also have the